Yo guys, this is actually a continuation of the previous video in which I showed you how easy it is to make 30 bucks within 1 hour. And this is the second session which I started, and I am focusing on making another 30 bucks. Okay, close to 100. In this video I made 80 bucks total profit for that day, and I'm also going to be sharing and breaking down why I traded and when I traded, okay, the particular conditions when they occur. So just enjoy the video. Okay guys, so I am just gonna disconnect because it was taking too much long, and I think for the day I'm good with making 85 bucks. So this was just a continuation of the previous video I posted, just to show you that you can divide your daily targets into sessions. Just target making 10 bucks, 20 bucks per session. Once you're done, just call it, take a break, because a human mind can make very less logical decisions. Okay, the more time you spread, the more if you have only one target and you just want to make 100 bucks one shot with less balance, it's gonna become difficult for you. Okay, you would try to haste yourself in the process and ultimately end up making bad decisions. So divide your targets into sessions, into small achievable goals. $10, $15, whatever you feel comfortable with. First and foremost, learn how to use it. Then learn to manage your risk, what trade sizes you want to use. So let me show you something over here. Over here you can see that my trade positions, which opened upwards of starting from $1 all the way to 96. Now I missed a few trades. Okay, what matters is that the number of trade positions which you have, which your balance can open up, that's what matters. You need to have at least 10 trade positions. So I'm using the ones which I feel comfortable with. Even if I end up making a loss, I feel comfortable with that. Okay, because I have a plan in mind. So with 685, I use 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, 96. But it is advisable that you start taking trades from 0.35. Basically follow the sequence 0.35, 0.59, 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 24, 48, and 96. If I would have started from 0.35, my risk would have been less. Okay, max risk that would have went up to would be $24. Okay, and if you add all of them up, it would equate to close about $50 risk, right? So I'm comfortable with risking 200 bucks, and on an average I make 100 bucks a day. Sometimes I trade a little bit more, end up making $200 a day. So it all depends, right? So I just wanted to let you guys know that why this particular trade size was open and what my thought process behind it was. Okay, so because I get a lot of questions when people ask that, okay, Zephyr, when you're trading, with your strategy, what are the drawdowns, what we can expect, right? So I just showed you that what matters is the number of trade positions you can open up, not the amount size, right? So you should have at least on your hand an ability to open 10 positions. Okay, the more positions you have, the more shots you're gonna get, the more the probability, even if things go southwards, they would be in your favor. And secondly, you would have seen me taking a trades at a slightly higher percentage, right? So your goal should be to enter anywhere when the winning digit percentage is below 30. Once you do so, you wouldn't end up opening heavier trade sizes down the sequence which you have designed for yourself. Keep that thing in mind, okay? Because of course I have a little bit of experience, and I was also leveraging these counters, seeing what their values tell me, seeing what these counters told me. So that's why I use a certain trade size sequence which I personally myself feel comfortable with. So for everybody, it's going to be different. You just got to figure out what you should be using. So we also got a sequence over here. Now you can follow this sequence. You can map it by going to the custom mapping. Click on this. Okay, it's already placed over here. So just remove the additional trade size positions which you don't want to use. Okay, remove them, and just click on save preset, and I'm gonna write YouTube video test. Okay, and now I'm just gonna press OK. You can see the preset saved, and now when I click on apply and close, it's gonna save that, and it's gonna reconnect the bot. And now my keys are going to be mapped according to the trade sizes which I put in over here. Okay, the trade sizes which I put in over here. This one. Okay, so when I press the first key on my keyboard, it's going to execute the 0.35 trade. When I press the second key on my keyboard, it's going to open a trade of 0.59. When I press the third key, 1, and so on and so forth. So that's how these trades are mapped out. So you have the ability to create your own custom trade size according to your own plan. So just write those values down, separate them by a comma, and what's going to happen is that once you click on apply and close, it's going to let you execute the trades at lightning speed the very instant you press the button. Okay, and to determine your wins and losses, if the current streak at that exact moment when you enter, the next tick which comes in makes the current streak go 0, that means you won. You pull your finger from the trigger and you watch your balance go up over here, right? So real trades, real profits, manage your risk, and you can do wonders with this tool, provided you learn how to use it. The best thing, this tool is absolutely free to try out for the next 30 days. The download link is going to be down in the description down below. Just download it, see if it's a good fit for you, see if you can make magic out of it, and yeah, I am gonna guarantee you that this thing is going to improve. If you are someone who trades options on Deriv, this thing is going to give you an edge over all the other traders who are trading on the Deriv markets. It's gonna give you the statistical edge. You would exactly know what to expect, and you would exactly know where to strike. That's the power of the Huzy Trade Assistant and all of the counters which are included in over here. Now you must be thinking to yourself that, Huzafa, why don't you just automate it? The thing is that I find manual trading more enjoyable as opposed to automation. Like when I don't feel like trading, I just automate the same strategy which I do manually, and I just plug it in and it trades for me. And it's trading for a lot of other members who have developed their own strategies or use the ones which I help them create, tailored to their balances. So you have the complete ability to not only trade manually, but also take that entire manual process and convert it into automated one. Okay, and it's gonna trade exactly at the same speed. Best thing, you don't need to have any coding experience, because creating rules over here is gonna be as simple as it's gonna take 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so like let me just show you. For instance, I wanted to trade this one, the first and second counter. Now, how I would go about it is that I would wait, like you can see its value went up to 7 and then it reset to 0. So if I wanted to reduce my risk, I would just put the value over here at heading over to the self rules tab, select the counter, and just see how fast I'm just gonna build this rule. Okay, this first and second, how to read it is that when the first and second counter is greater than and equals to 7, this is the trade side sequence it needs to follow in order to reset that. Okay, and you can add the additional percentage gate logic, which is gonna ensure that the bot doesn't end up entering in situations where this can potentially go higher. So just enable it, put the winning digit percentage smaller than or equals to, 30 after 100. This is after 100 ticks. Like, let me just do this. After 100 ticks, save rule. Bam, you're done. That's how easy it is to create rules. No coding experience required, super beginner friendly, and the only thing which you need to do is learn how these counters work. I'm going to leave a link down in the description for those videos in which I show how these counters work, and I'm going to work on creating more content in helping you guys understand how these work and be more elaborate and detailed, right? So I guess that is pretty much it. That's all I want to say. And yeah, I almost forgot that why focus on learning the manual aspect side of things for the Huzy Trade Assistant first? The reason is because if you know what you're doing, only then you would be able to command the bot to perform exactly like that or even better. So when it comes to manual trading, you have to stare at the screen, you have to wait for your conditions to occur, and only then when they occur, you execute the trades. When it comes to manual trading, if you have low emotional control and you're kind of impatient, then those are gonna be very fatal flaws that might end up blowing your account. So best way would be to first of all learn how to trade manual. Okay, and if you suffer from any of the things which I told you, then once you understand how these things work, just go and automate it. Okay, observe what are the maximum winning digit percentages, what values they go to, what is the lowest it goes to, because of course according to mean reversion it is going to go up back to its baseline of 40%, this at 60%. So of course it's going to fall, but eventually it will go back up. So when it falls, just like make the bot automated so that when it starts going up, you start making profit on the way up. Okay, and then just you wait for the conditions to occur again, and the bot is going to do its thing, and you don't have to do anything just other than just withdrawing your profits. Okay, so manual trading just for the sake of learning and understanding how the thing works, and then switch over to the automation. So if you want to truly you can say grasp and leverage the power of the tool, this should be what you should have in your mind. Also, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not going to be a money faucet where you just turn it on, it's gonna spit out money infinitely. Nope, it's not gonna happen. If you don't manage your risk, things can go south. Okay, potentially they can go south because past performances do not guarantee future results. But this is exactly the way I trade personally for myself. Showed you the results, and I guess I'm just gonna conclude this video right here and now. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay tuned. It's 5:47 a.m. I just gotta get some sleep, and bye bye.